Hey guys, Chamonix from the Happy Film Company here. I'm going to talk to you about my camera belt. I think technically it's called a Think Tank Pro Speed Belt or something. I got it like 5 or 6 years ago. It's a belt that has loops on it and a buckle, and it goes around your waist like so. I remember when I got it, I was a little embarrassed to wear it because I didn't think that it was super cute and sexy, but whatever. Now I feel a little bit like Lara Croft, so it's actually pretty awesome. The belt comes all by itself, like you'll just get it and it will look like this. There won't be anything on it. Then you have to buy the separate little pockets like this. The pockets come in different sizes. They're all Velcro. And then they slide on, coming through the hole, and then Velcroing on the back. Goes through, close it up, lock it, hides down. Okay, so you can see I have 2 very different sizes. Not very different. Very different would be, there's another one that's actually built for the 70 to 200 lens, which is this big. So it's kind of a small, medium, and large. I have the small and the medium. The beauty of this belt is that it allows you to carry your photography equipment and be hands-free. I believe they're called drop pockets or something, because that's exactly what they do. You have your lens and you drop it in there. And then you can pull to secure it. Now I feel like an airline hostess. And secure. So I usually, if you've seen any of my videos about lenses, I typically shoot with 2 lenses. I shoot with a 35mm and a 100mm. That means at a shoot, one of the lenses will be on my camera body and the other one will be in my bag, or it'll be on my belt. Or if I'm wearing a big jacket, it'll be in my pocket. So the equipment that you use to carry your equipment, in other words, the storage that you have, is probably gonna change based on your mood. So I will wear this if it's like a lighter, easier day where I'm wearing like a tank top and it's easy for me to just reach down and I can spin this around. I can keep my car keys in here. Everything's light and easy and I'm just like, this becomes a big pain in the butt if it's winter and I'm cold and I'm wearing a lot of jackets and then this is like hidden in the way of my jackets, and so then it becomes like too bulky. There's too much stuff. Also, if I'm wearing big jackets in the winter, I don't want to have a big camera bag because then there's like all the fabric of the clothes, right? So I choose to, in the winter, shoot with jackets that have giant pockets. So they do essentially the same thing as this belt. I can just take the lens and drop it into my pocket. So this is where we're gonna differ. There's some photographers who are like me, who are kind of like, what the fuck, I don't really care. Just drop it in, move on with your life. Easy. Now that means the lens might get a little scuffed up, it might get a little bit dirty, and you have to be careful that there isn't anything in the bottom like keys or dirt or something or sand that's gonna ruin your lens. So you need to regularly empty and clean out your bags so that the lenses can be as safe as possible in there. And make sure that you pull this tight so that if you're chasing after a child or a dog or something to take pictures and you bend over, it's not gonna fall out. Photographers at the other end of the spectrum are like type A, super protective and caring and loving for their equipment. And I know photographers who, when they're at photo shoots, no joke, take the camera lens off, put the caps back on, and put it back in their bag and zip it up. And then go get a different lens, take the caps off, put it on the camera, and like for every lens, their lenses are never exposed, they are always protected. The beauty of that, obviously, is that you're taking good care of your equipment, and it's gonna last a lot longer. And those of us that are really hard and beating up our equipment, we're gonna have to spend more money to get our lenses repaired or replaced. I do have to have my lenses professionally cleaned. Usually once a year, I'm spending a couple $100s to take it into the camera store and have them open it up and be like, lady, what did you do to this thing? And I'm like, sorry, it's got like twigs and stuff in it. But that's because I use a drop method of storage. I'm so low maintenance with my gear that I often don't want to even have an extra lens. Like ideally, I would only have my camera and one lens, just around my neck, no pockets needed. But that's another reason why I like this belt, is because it is as close as you can get to not needing anything. And you can swing it around, right? So if you put the lenses on the back and it stays on your butt, then in the front, you're lightweight. I have a little pocket here. This was from an Expo disc. If you've ever heard of an Expo disc, it's a tool that helps you get accurate exposure on your camera. I do not use or really support Expo discs, but I did buy one and try it for a while, so that's why I have this little thing, this pocket. But the point of my story is that anything that has a loop, you can add to your belt. You can have a keychain, a carabiner to hold your keys, but then they'll be clinky and they might hit your equipment. So that's why I like having a little case like this, because I'll put in here, I'll put my extra battery or my extra SD card or my extra CF card or even my car keys or whatever. You could have an extra pocket that would be for your phone. Like, the beauty of this, do you see why it's so fun? Once you get over the fact that it's not the coolest looking thing and you can be a little bit more functional, then it's worth it. One problem I do have with it is that I kind of bump my elbows, because I'm very acrobatic when I shoot, so I'm tending to do like upside down and like crawling on the ground, and so if this kind of spins and hits me, then I'm constantly like shoving it out of the way. But that is still way better than like lugging a giant camera bag around or having to set down my camera bag and then like go run and pick it up. So yes, this is, let me see if it, quickly before I end, let me see if it has a name on it. Patent pending. Might have been approved by now. Here we go. The Think Tank Thin Skin Belt V2.0, small, medium, and large. This is what we're talking about here. Okay, the two cases that I use, the smaller one is the Lens Changer 15 V2.0, and then the big one is called the Lens Drop. Cool. I hope that was helpful for you guys. The lens that was featured in today's video is the Canon the Canon 35 millimeter 1.4. I love you. I'm sorry I'm getting your name wrong. You're my favorite lens. 35 millimeter 1.4. Mwah. Okay. Was that helpful for you guys? I hope it was helpful. Leave a comment below to let me know that you liked it, or if you have any lingering questions, I'm happy to answer them. Subscribe if you want to learn more about photography equipment and all the tips that I share about how to be a professional photographer, specifically a portrait photographer, specifically a lifestyle portrait photographer, and I work mainly with families and kids. And I also bring in a little bit of information from my background in fashion and weddings. If you'd like to book a photo shoot with me, I'm currently in Seattle. I am available for travel, and you can click the link below to schedule a shoot on my availability calendar, which is a new addition to my website. Makes life easier. If you want to do a one-on-one coaching session with me so that we can help you with your specific questions and get your photography business up and running, there's a link for that below too. Yeah. And if you have any more questions, please just drop them below. I'm super happy to answer for you guys. I love hearing your comments. I love seeing them come in from all around the world. And to just know that photography is fun, and you don't have to be at all intimidated by the technical numbers and stuff. It's just a learning curve. And whenever you come up against one of those questions, like what the hell does this number mean, just send me a message and I'll answer for you, because I've already been through the learning curve and I'm happy to make it faster and easier and more fun for you. Cool. And if you want to go see the work that I've been recently creating for my clients, you can go to thehappyfilmcompany.com and you'll see all these pretty little family videos and photo shoots that I've been doing in the Pacific Northwest. Cool. Have a great day. Bye.